Pull up and load the wagon. Get good and get mad. Tell me who we drafted. Wheels up and what's happening. Pull up and load the shoutout. Y'all already know what we about. Filling up a team that is usually not allowed. Ain't even a reason to scout. Ain't even a take you can tout. Ain't even a lineup to doubt. Sim in the season we out. Cheer, straight up. Game ain't no game without no players. This ain't for the haters. So bye bye now, see you later. I cater to the guessing what they into. I'm finna load the wagon, partner. What about you? It's the wagon. Get good and get better. Tell me who we drafted.
Look at that, Dolphins. Hey, how does it feel to experience that?
Man, we finally, it's been a while, but we got this.
Oh, congratulations.
I feel like this is almost like some sort of therapy thing, like watching them go to the Super Bowl and lose so much when I was a kid, and now we're seeing them win here. It feels great.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Load the Wagon. It's the Madden Franchise Draft Show. Guests come on, draft the team. We simulate a year and see how that team does. Tonight, we are joined by Jeff Bell. That is at For Whom J Bell Tolls. Find him over there on the Football Guys. Shout out to the Devy Royale with the Football Guys College Football Show Wednesdays at 9 Eastern.
Yes, that's correct. Live show 9 Eastern on Wednesday nights for the Football Channel, and you can catch me on the Audible Thursday nights live at
the what
during the season. The Audible.
The Audible, that's right.
That's right. And then Dynasty Lead over at Football Guys. So it's fun. And I realize I'm featured on your intro, Corey, and that makes me very happy. And I'm here, I'm back, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Yes. So he is a previous Super Bowl champ. What were you saying? It was like 2021?
I think it was 2021 that we did that. So now it's 2023. It's crazy.
2023. That's 3 Maddens. Dave, shout out to Dave in the chat. He is our latest Super Bowl champ winner about 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, Kevin Coleman, shout out to the Devy Royale again and Football Guys. He did not put up a great show, but hopefully that the Devy Royale, Jeff Bell, you previous Super Bowl champion, are ready to kick it off.
I'm just ready to beat Kevin. That's all I really want to do.
Do you remember what he said he went?
No.
He joins now Taylor Cornell as the only people below 500. He went 8-9.
Woof.
8-9. All right, way to represent the Devy Royale. Good, Kevin. And speaking of Cowboys, Micah Parsons just went. Pick 27, first round. I know we were talking, you said, Josh Allen, he's obviously not going to be here, but there are these guys.
So I drew pick 27. Kind of, yuck.
This might not be quarterback range there. I mean,
you got Patrick Mahomes is gone. I can't take him.
Nope. I mean, we could try to trade for him. Oh, I forgot to say, for those of watching that may not know, 25 rounds. Injuries are turned off. We could switch a position if you want. Shout out to Kevin there in the chat. Center to right guard, corner to safety. And then, of course, you get one trade following. Sorry for not saying the rules. I just forgot you're a veteran of the show. So,
I mean, me, we could spend 2 hours just moving guys around.
If you want, man. Dude, he was. So, wait, despite going 8-9, he had 4 1,000-yard catchers. Hurts was like Jalen Hurts first in touchdowns, first in passing yards, and his defense just screwed him.
So I'm hearing that Kevin took the Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I didn't even think about that. In round 3, yeah.
In round 3. Okay. So you can get Jalen Hurts in round 3, but apparently Jalen Hurts loses in this game. I'm excited. What do we have on the board?
So big offensive, like the trenches. Donald, who has been a first overall pick.
Can I see the board? I can't see the board. Why am I not seeing anything?
Whoa.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything.
Oh my God. Thank you for saying that. I'm like looking here too. Hold on.
I'm just seeing start your fantasy draft is all I see.
That's so funny. All right, hold on. Let me restart this. Restart the OBS. The OBS froze. Honestly, what is funny was I was looking at the screen that said start your fantasy draft, but I'm talking about the players in the fantasy draft.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have anybody that I can pick.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to fill this time here, and that's not good. I was not ready. Will you please fill this time for us?
If only we had ever done a show where we, get together and don't have any sort of plan at all, and we just figure out how to fill the time. If we had like 2 years worth of reps of doing that, I think that we'd be able to do that right now. Corey, how have you been? How's everything going?
Okay, so I get what you're saying, but the thing is, I have to work now. I'm doing stuff in my mind where I can't think about a question you might ask.
Okay.
How
So you
have
just
I
want
been?
me to talk about like anything?
Yes, just take over the
So-
show for me. This is a
Yeah.
very professional.
So the Bills lost this
Why
week,
is this
in case anybody didn't realize it, and it was very disappointing performance and experience as a Bills fan, as you can see behind me, and that's why we're coming on Load the Wagon to try to win with the Bills. But as I look forward to the Bills, I'm pretty concerned about the future here. I think Josh Allen, despite rumors to the contrary on Twitter, he's a pretty good quarterback. And so I think that we'll be okay with Josh Allen as quarterback. But, the team is starting to get a little bit older and they're kind of in a bad salary cap spot. And so I'm not quite sure what they can do with that. I think they really need to roll back the clock and kind of flip out some of these veterans for draft picks. And that feels like a very Madden thing to do. And that's kind of where my head is as a potential GM for the Buffalo Bills. Not that I'm putting my resume out there, but I certainly would be happy to consult if I were available. And, Brandon Bean's probably watching the show right now. And Brandon, I respect the job that you've done so far, but I am just saying I am available, that I could probably talk you through some things here coming up. We saw the Chiefs having Tyreek Hill last year and they got draft picks for him and were able to roll back a little bit of their window. And obviously the Chiefs are still going on, and the Bengals, shout out Taylor. Taylor, we care deeply about Taylor. We care about Taylor's son, and we hope that he's going to be recovering soon and gets to watch his Bengals this weekend. And so there's a little bit of a silver lining, until Eli Apple opens his mouth and that silver lining goes away a little bit. So I know he's not representative of all Bengals fans, and that is what that is. But Corey, are you ready now?
No, I have a question. I'm still figuring this out. I've been trying to listen to you talk here. So when they say trade Tyreek Hill, are you saying to trade Stephon Diggs?
If we had Travis Kelce, I'd feel a lot better about trading Stephon Diggs. It probably just really comes down to trade packages, and I would have to look in to see what the salary cap hit is. I know that we're kind of playing the GM game now with Madden, and I like the way I like to play. I like to play a little bit different than you when I'm playing Madden. I like to go into a real team and trade those players off the real team and rebuild that way.
With the cap on?
With the cap on, and it makes things a little bit complicated sometimes because you get that veteran and you're like, well, I can't trade away Matt Ryan or I get $120 million cap hit. I'm not the Falcons in the version of Madden. I have last year's version of Madden, not this year's version of Madden after they did trade Matt Ryan. But I think it's a little bit more fun to play that way sometimes, but it definitely takes a long time because you could spend 5 or 6 hours just trading and rolling guys around. And I tend to do that sometimes.
No, you definitely get it. Thank you for filling this time. I think I got it to work now.
Good.
Wait, so did you what was the answer to the question about
trading Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, was it a yes or a no?
It depends what package you could get, probably. I mean, if you can get like a first round pick and something else, I feel like I would consider it, but I think it'd be tough. They're just in a very tough spot because you can't roll over having Von Miller. You can't move that contract and some of the other guys. And I think they're going to see Jordan Poyer leave. I'd be surprised if Tremaine Edmonds is going to be there still. I think he's kind of destined for being a Pittsburgh Steeler, to be honest with you. But it's just a tough spot I think the franchise is in right now. I'm nervous. I'll be honest with you. I'm not. Last year it felt like we'd be back the next year, and we were so close. And this year it feels like we're not particularly close, and I'm not quite sure we're going to be back next year. So it's fun to be a Bills fan.
Okay. Well, Jeff, we have a horrible thing going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna restart my computer.
Okay.
I'll fill that in with some idle time here. Okay, shut down. All right. So I don't remember the questions that I asked you previously on this show.
Anything.
But I do have a new set of questions.
Great.
What would your death row meal be?
My death row meal would be filet and sweet potato, and so you got to stay gluten free. So definitely a filet and a sweet potato.
Well, you don't have to, right? Because you're just gonna get injected anyways.
Well,
or however
true.
I don't know how it's
true. Actually, you make a great point there, Corey. You make a very good
You're
point.
like, dude, I'm gluten free. I got to stay gluten free for life.
No, I could. Yeah, I mean, if it's death row and I'm not going to deal with the circumstances, then I can smash some gluten. And so, load it up. Give me a McGriddle from McDonald's. I haven't had one of those in years. Give me some Raisin Canes. It's
Ooh.
been years
You
since
like
I've
that
had
sauce? Wait, do you like Raisin Canes because of the chicken or the sauce?
chicken. I don't really care for the sauce. I don't
Oh.
really like white creamy sauces. I just in general, I'm just
Okay.
kind of a version. I have a version to that.
Clip it. Okay, for sure. Sorry to cut you off. What'd you say?
A real
Raisin
donut,
Cane's?
a good donut.
A real donut from where? Like Dunkin' or like some local like?
No, like Buckeye Donuts is pretty fantastic, but like I mean like a top notch quality donut. I think like I would go like junk food and like a lot of gluten because I'm dying. So like
Yeah.
load me up with all these things that I haven't
Yeah.
ate any of these things in years, and
I know,
so
that sucks,
I would
dude.
go all for all that.
That sucks. Okay, I don't mean to jinx it again, but it does look like we're doing pretty well. But I've got to sign in still. Is that so? I forgot. Raisin Canes. Who cares about the sauce? What would you dip it in though? If it's not the Raisin Cane sauce, ketchup, barbecue, honey barbecue.
Or I could do honey barbecue or just straight honey. I can go with the chicken nuggets and get a little bit of honey. You go to McDonald's and you get that honey to dip it in.
Okay.
I think that's pretty elite. I feel like a lot of people don't do that very often.
No, I like a honey on a biscuit and the a chicken tender like from Chick-fil-A breakfast, the chicken biscuit. I know you can't have it obviously, but it's just a biscuit with the tender or whatever, and I put the honey on it and.
But the McGriddle is elite. The McGriddle is an elite.
What kind? Sausage or bacon?
Just sausage. Yeah, sauce all the way.
Team sausage.
And no egg, no cheese, just a sausage McGriddle.
Oh wow. Okay.
Phenomenal.
Cool. I can respect that for sure. And last question here, because I believe I have it going. So sorry to anybody watching. We got Madden franchise draft coming in here. Just some shout outs to technical difficulties. Let me pick a good one here. Okay. Oh, this will be a good one for you. What would your weapon of choice be in a zombie apocalypse?
A bow and arrow. So bow and arrows, because I watched a zombie movie and I couldn't even tell you what the name of it is, but it was a cheap low grade movie. And they were saying that you want the bow and arrow because it's silent. So if you have a gun, you're alerting all the zombies that you're there. But if you have a bow and arrow, then you're doing it quietly, but also you can reshoot the arrow. So you can gather your arrows up after you shot them, and you can keep using those. Now, I think close range would be a little bit more difficult with that, but I feel like if there was a zombie apocalypse, what I would do is get a bow and arrow, and I would sit on a roof somewhere, and you'd tie a string around the arrow, and you would just keep shooting the arrow, and then pull it back with the rope. I feel like that's what I would do for a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's like I've seen those dads that like put it like a baseball on a tee with a string, and then they just bring it back.
Just popping zombies, and you yank it back. There you go.
All right, so we had difficulties starting the show.
I would like to get Micah Parsons. Who took him? The Giants.
Yeah, that's funny because I was talking about that. But sorry, we had difficulties starting the show. Technical difficulties to also start the show. But here we are, 30 minutes into the show, only about 4 in. Here we are. The trenches, like you were asking what they have. The quarterbacks that I was talking about that you had no idea what I was looking at. Here we are. Brady, Stafford, Watson, but you could wait. We talked about Hurd, shout to Kevin. But the trenches are here. Donald's, and then offensive.
Well, I feel like we have to go with Aaron Donald. We're gonna have to move him to defensive tackle too, I think.
So we're just running the straight Buffalo defense. The defense. If you want to make a 4-3, if you want to do with keep it at whatever it is now, which I think it's a 4-3, right?
Yeah, it is a 4-3. So he's gonna be a defensive tackle for me. But apparently, I reached.
No, man. I mean, shout out to I think Joey, right? He might have got the first overall pick, and he might have taken Donald. I forgot. He's gone at various levels. I think people understand how important defense is in this game, especially rushing the passer is very important. And those guys tend to go a little bit early. But a quarterback, you think you need it, but you knew the cheat back in the day. There doesn't seem to be a clear thing here. And receivers, you definitely want one good one and then 2 solid ones, or one good one, a solid, and all right, fine, he has speed, I guess.
Well, since I'm doing the show with you, and I know that we are big believers in quality tight ends, and I'm seeing a quality. Is this too early for Travis Kelce? Is he going to be there in round 3, or is this? Good pick here?
It probably is a good pick where you're at, picking 6th in the 2nd round. So last week, he got Kevin Coleman, shout out to Devy Royale, shout out to Football Guys. He got Zach Ertz in like, I don't know, the 12th, 13th, 14th round.
Oh, really? Okay, then I'm
and
not.
he put up 1,000 yards.
Okay, I can
but,
wait. Then.
But that's still Travis Kelce. That's still a 98 overall, 96 catching. I have the Las Vegas playbook, which I keep consistent with all my guests. And
well,
Darren Waller is in
the
Las Vegas playbook. So Kelce, if that's like, shout out to the tight end, tight end fight club, shout out to, Scott, Steph, and Sam, tight end fight club. But if you want him, go get him. But like maybe like Hawkinson's coming around. And then of course other guys will be later, like Hooper, like Evan Ingram goes early 10s, maybe.
Let's go back to the overall list then, because I think I saw one direction that I do want to go.
Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Wednesday. How's Wednesday, Brad?
So I think that I'm going to go with Trent Williams here.
Nice.
And grab the 99 overall left tackle. Start my franchise with 2 99s in the trenches. I love to build in those trenches.
Yeah, I think the trenches is an important part here, Jeff.
Jeez, Corey. I'm reaching.
Hey, no, you know how I would. You know how I talk out here. Trenches are important. Like I said, offense is great, but rushing the passer from the edge is definitely important in this game for sure. Third round, pick 27 here. Like you said, you went Aaron Donalds and then Trent Williams. We are building in the trenches. We can continue to build there. We got Zach Martin. Or here who we have available. I'll just show you quarterbacks. Hurts is here. So everybody who's watching, shout out. When Madden releases rosters, they released Hurts with a normal dev. And you cannot change developmental traits in Madden, but you can change overall. And it looks like I might need to change Hurts to go up a little more because this is my roster. I haven't touched this in like months.
Okay. Well, do you recommend taking Jalen Hurts here?
Shout out to Kevin last week. It worked out. His defense just failed him.
Okay, his defense was bad.
Not saying it was bad. It just it was when Taylor came on the show and that Tom Brady cheat season, he threw like literally 30 interceptions. So sometimes you just get screwed in this Madden simulation. So go with your gut here, whatever you want. I could go by age. Drake London. Who's your looking after this season now? Who's your 2022 wide receiver one?
Like 2022 wide receiver
after
one?
this season. Who was the preseason?
It
was London.
Oh, you're talking about just the rookies?
2022 preseason. It was London.
I had Wilson. I think I might have had Wilson right above London. I had them both right there. And after the season, I have Wilson. I think still there. So
shout out Wilson.
I think Wilson, London, Olave, especially you're playing Dynasty. I don't know. You can't.
Who
go
cares?
Wrong. Let's go with Zach Martin.
Yeah.
No, is he going to be there next round or no?
I wouldn't. I don't know. You do have a quick pick, but I think if you want him, you should get him.
Okay, let's do it. I
think if you want him, you should get him. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, I mean, he looks like a Buffalo Bill out there in that blue.
Yeah, and I've got a 99 left tackle and a 98 right guard, so that kind of
right tackle.
My line pretty well.
It does, man. I'm really liking this, especially with the little older guys later. Ooh, wow, Buddha is here, but he's a little small. Demario Davis, 4-3 scheme. He could fit that Trayman Edwards.
No, I assume Hurts is gone now.
He might be there still. Nah, he's gone.
No, he's gone. Okay. What wide receivers are there?
That's a good question.
AJ Brown. I gotta go AJ Brown here.
AJ Brown, because in a Madden simulation, you could put a guy in the slot specifically who, sometimes in a simulation will get the most targets, but playbook dependent. This playbook definitely spreads between 2 receivers and a tight end, if not a third receiver. So you could put him in the slot or you could keep him outside. But you want to go AJ Brown.
That's definitely you look at positional value, you look at who else is on the board. I think that's the pick there.
I like that. And don't forget. Oh, and I forgot to say, you get a trade. Of course, you know that. So I don't know if you've used it before, but not everybody does.
I did do a trade. So
it's about 50-50.
Because I've done this show twice, I think. We ran it back the second season, I remember.
Yeah,
and we did not win the Super Bowl again. We reloaded the wagon.
But you are a Super Bowl champion. Not many people can say that. I think there's 9 people that can say that out of about 50, 55 shows here. So You are amongst
Can you
an
trade
elite
for a
group.
can you trade for a quarterback? Is it hard to trade for a quarterback?
I've never done it, but when Akash came on, shout out to YZR Fantasy, I was able to trade for Kyle Pitts.
I
And
see.
you a 22-year-old superstar at like 90, 87 overall, like that's tough to do, but it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. But maybe it might be possible for Jimmy G, not like,
yeah.
So if you're okay with trying,
well, I don't want a quarterback right now. I don't
No.
want any of these guys right now.
No, you could definitely wait. You could definitely wait. But there's Saquon. There's a lot of news about him. Will he go back to the Giants, the Bears, the Dolphins? But those, like I said, this pass rushers.
Yeah, who's there on my edges? So
it, like I said, they go quick. You're down here, obviously, for doing dynasty.
Well, who's
Aiden
my-
Hutchinson?
okay, who's my ends? Because we're not.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll just show you these guys because we could move like them over to left, right end. So
Yeah.
Harold Landry, and there's Kayvon Thibodeau. Shout out to him. All these rookies, but then we get into it. DeMarcus Lawrence, but in a 4-3, you might want more speed on that outside.
So you don't
'Cause
think he'd be
because they're a little more spread out.
But he seems like he's a scheme fit. I mean, I'm getting the
Your big facts. No, I'm just saying a little more speed, not like necessarily that his 80 speed is nothing to shy at. You know what I mean? In real life, because he's good, but you know how Madden is with speed in the simulation, but 80 is definitely serviceable. Right end, my fault, we went away. Right end, we got Trey Hendrickson's a guy you could get late 10s.
Okay. So
And
what do we
he has
have?
good speed.
What are
So-
corners? What corners are out there?
So,
do we have any corners out there?
DeMarcus is cool. Emmanuel, was he on the team or was that was it a different guy?
On the Bills?
Yeah, it was who was the Bills?
He was not on the Bills.
Who was the other guy? The guy though from the Bills. Byron Jones might be a good pick here.
Jerry Hughes? I don't know.
Was it Carl Lawson?
Manny Lawson.
Manny Lawson. There we go. I knew there was some Lawson on the line. Shout out to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Byron Jones is cool. Casey Hayward.
Let's look back at overall again. Let's just kind of see who's at the top of the top.
Saquon. We got Justin Simmons, another receiver, or DeMarcus Lawrence, who does have the great power and finesse moves.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take DeMarcus Lawrence, positional value, get an edge rusher, add him next to Aaron Donald on that defensive line.
Can't teach overall. That's 90
Right.
overall. Like I say,
you
you want to shoot for at least an average of 80, like 80 minimally, but not many 90s are out there.
So I'm just going to slam overall and see what's there.
Pair it with Donald, they're in the middle. Donald's commanding double teams, triple teams. Montez Sweat, that's a 90. He's like 90-91 speed. Like
I assume Justin Fields is long gone.
Yeah. Second round, early second, he goes.
Okay.
Early to mid second.
What are my running back options?
I mean, Saquon's gonna hear, but oftentimes you might find Fournette mid 10s. At least Cordarrelle Patterson's like mid 20s.
Okay.
And he's a superstar.
Well, you know me and CPAT. So
yeah, and then you could pair him up with like a Damian Pierce, the pick after, because he's like a rookie with normal development. I can't change that on these guys. I wish I could, but I can't change development, but I can change overall.
Let's look at edges and defensive tackles again.
Okay, for sure. So
or maybe wide receiver.
Yeah, probably maybe wide receiver to get a second if you like that. Because Calais Campbell, you could get him like 9-10.
Okay,
and he's a superstar. He'd be your second defensive tackle.
Feels
Or you
like he
keep
should be
Donald's on the right
yeah.
end.
I was
You
gonna
can
say
keep
he feels-
Donald's if you want. Michael Pierce, wow, 88. You can't teach overall. And then just edge rushers from left outside linebacker that we could change to, left end, right end, Melvin Ingram. I mean, again, if we're doing a dynasty draft, Aiden Hutchinson would be a great pick here, but
would be.
you can't teach overall. Harold Landry, you can move in the left end. I heard you say wide receivers, so let's go ahead to that. Ooh, Brandon Cooks. I mean, speed.
Let's go back to cornerback.
Jameson Williams is here. Like, that's a good dynasty pick, but he's 79 overall, but he is 98 speed.
What does Aiden Hutchinson go up to if you move him to an edge?
I believe when you move outside linebackers, they stay the same.
Okay.
The
'cause I know
biggest
that,
change.
that used to be a big cheat code.
It might be. I don't remember. I believe they stay the same, which means that's where I'm comfortable telling you they might go up 1 or 2. You know what I mean? But they
Yeah.
at least stay the same. They might that's what I'm comfortable to telling you. They could go up.
You think that's good value here, Aiden Hutchinson?
That is a great question. I mean, I would probably say new.
Okay.
given what you have and
Let's
made
go
what you
cornerback.
need. Like maybe a Byron Jones to solidify that. You could get Casey Hayward. He's dropping, to mid tens, but
Or let's look at my safeties. Is
you're
this
just
early
dropping
for a safety?
No, I think Simmons would be great.
I like Justin Simmons here.
I think
Let's
that'd
do
be a great
that.
pick.
Can't teach overall.
Let's go. Can't teach over. I gotta keep these as like bits. I wish I had a soundboard and I could just boom.
Shout out Dave. Dave's right. You cannot teach overall.
Dude, we have no PMP, no premature peakers. You don't want your team to do too good right away and blow the load too early.
That was my first good pick.
Not in my eyes, but here we are, round 7. I don't even remember this team. If you do want a reminder, Jeff, here it is. Donald, Trent Williams, Zach Martin, Justin Simmons, AJ Brown, and DeMarcus Lawrence. So you're going to run the 4-3 scheme. You might move Donald to defensive tackle. You might keep him there because we could move, these other guys over there. And then you have, just a better version of DeMarcus Lawrence on the other end. But oh my God, dude, he's so good.
He is very good. He's a good football player.
Wow.
Aaron Donald confirmed good at football.
Yeah, you heard it here. Not first. Wide receivers, you said it last round. I'll show you. So Cooks went, but there's probably some guys oh, Jameson Williams is still there. Who are we talking about? Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, he's gone. He's a 6th-round guy, and so is Kayvon Thibodeau. But that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter out here. Left end, Emmanuel Ogbah, Jadeveon Clowney. Or right end. I mean, this guy's here. You could get him in a couple rounds, put him to defensive tackle.
I'll wait and put Calais Campbell to defensive tackle in a little bit. Let's go back to corner.
You don't have a middle linebacker, which Tremont Edmonds seems to be a pretty important piece there.
I do love Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons might be a good pick here, but there's always like a Jerome Baker in the mid 10s, but you're just pushing positions down.
At some point, I can't take everybody in the mid 10s.
Right, exactly.
So one chance in the mid 10s.
Take who you want now and figure it out later. I'll show you quarterbacks just so you know.
Okay. This feels early still for Cousins or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you just some offensive linemen you're building there, apparently. Ooh, Corey Lindsley, 91 overall at center.
I like that.
He's a big overall right there, especially when the next closest is like 85.
I kind of like Lindsey there. Let's go. He's a Buckeye.
He is. Shout out to Ohio State. Shout out to the Buckeyes. And
you can't teach overall.
CTO. Can't teach overall out here. 91, we can always move on the left guard as well.
Whoa. I really reached there.
Yeah, but so the Madden draft here, they're playing Dynasty. We're playing redraft, Okay. They're not thinking, they're not loading the wagon the way you are. You have the advantage here. So that's why that is based on just kind of age and all that stuff. I'll just let you know, Kirk Cousins is still there. Don't worry. Here's some wide receivers. I know you're wondering, Lockett, OBJ, Robert Woods, Renfro, but you could always wait on, a guy.
Yeah, there's some guys late that I really like.
Wow. Drake London's still here, which when I do my my drafts, wow.
Okay, then I'll take Drake London.
But that's more for because I'm going to simulate a year, play next year. That's not a right now pick. That wouldn't be a good right now pick when there's an 86 guy right there.
Okay.
But
what do we have for cornerbacks? And we probably need to look still at.
Yeah. So you missed out on the big names. You could definitely wait a little bit, especially when there's these guys here. Overall wise,
I feel like I can still probably wait on those old safeties, correct?
At least a round or two for sure.
Okay.
Middle linebacker, you lost Isaiah Simmons, but Deion Jones is right there. Just an older version that didn't pan out, but he's 82 overall. But like I said, you can always get like a Jerome Baker mid 10s.
What's my best overall right now?
That's a great question. Let's find out. Maybe like a punter. Harrison Smith. If you want Harrison Smith, if you want Calais Campbell, you're going to want to take those at least in the next 3 picks.
Okay.
So it's kind of just what you want to do.
Well, you think Lockett's going to go here soon? Or you think...
If we're being honest, I don't pay attention too much, but it wouldn't be that dumb to take him.
Okay. Let's just take Lockett. That way we've got the second receiver.
I think that was a good pick. I actually do. And it was.
Hey, my second good pick.
I'm telling you, because you were taking positional need players before, and now you're hitting home on the core of your team.
Yeah.
And that's where you shine, Jeff. This is where you're shining. But don't forget, you're going to need a quarterback. You're going to need at least another dominant edge rusher just to kind of pair. If you want to just solidify that secondary, shout out to Jordan Poyer, Bill Hone. He's a star. Harrison Smith is a superstar. And obviously you'd rather go with a superstar player because you know why, but
okay, let's take Harrison Smith here.
And then pairing him up here with Calais Campbell is a great 9-10 move, in my opinion.
All right, so that loads up because I got Justin Simmons too,
Yep.
so that gives me 2 stud safeties.
Yep. So I guess when you were asking who the Tom Brady cheat code is,
yeah,
I think it's Harrison Smith and Calais Campbell here.
Okay,
but there's no confirmed.
Cousins gone, I'm sure.
No,
I miss him.
He's probably still here. Yeah.
Okay, let's do Calais Campbell then, and I'm going to load up I'm going to move him to defensive tackle.
So
next to Donald. So
2 defensive tackles, and you have a left end right now with DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
you are looking for a right end, but that's okay. We got guys. That's the theme of this draft. That's how it works in the NFL. There's guys, and there's always people playing with heart. And we're going to continue to see what goes on. So you are looking for some cornerbacks. You are looking for your middle linebacker, and as well as those other positionals like Matt Milano. You know the type of player he would bring for the Bills. You're missing 3 of those guys right now. But here's quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins is still here.
This feels like I got to get Kirk Cousins here because there's a pretty big drop off.
Unless you want to trade for a quarterback.
But I don't know if I want to risk that because otherwise I feel like I'm rolling out Jared Goff, and I know we love Jared Goff, but I feel like Cousins is a kind of a pretty big step up already.
You remember my rule: 80 minimum at every position. Goff 72, 80. Quarterback.
Yeah,
is the most important position in the NFL, but in a Madden simulation, it's not the most important. But you don't want to be rolling out Desmond Ridder in round 18.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Kirk Cousins here. Just we don't want to miss.
I feel like it's a safety blanket pick that you're describing, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't want to miss that quarterback there, and 80's enough. I don't know. He might have still been there, but you like that.
Yeah, but I've seen him go X. I've seen him go Y, and the variance is now. You're in the variance of Kirk Cousins in a Madden draft. So I think getting him. Wow, Matt Milano just went. I think getting him there is good. Wow, Poyer. We could take Poyer, go to corner.
You think Poyer could play corner?
Let's compare Poyer to a cornerback. So Poyer, remember, zone 94, man 80. We don't know his press. 94 and 80. Zone 94, man 80. Let's look at the top cornerback, 87 overall, 84, 95 zone, 84 band. So he's just right there.
Okay.
And so we don't know his press, which obviously will matter for a cornerback, but like if his man and zone are there, his press is at least a 70.
Could Harrison Smith play linebacker?
So in a defensive depth chart, we could put Harrison Smith at sub linebacker. So on passing downs, he will drop down to a linebacker.
I see.
And that is a strategy, which I believe, I forgot who used it. I do so many of these, but I kind of like that strategy. He's 90 overall. That's pretty solid.
Well, I think the Bills were something like 13-0 with Jordan Poyer on the field before they lost to the Bengals. So I feel like we've got to go Jordan Poyer and he can either play. We can move some things around here.
Can I do it?
Can't teach overall. Yep.
Yeah, you can't teach overall because he could play corner. Because that doesn't mean you can't still draft Casey Hayward coming up,
That's kind of what I
but
figured.
you are needing your linebackers, dude.
Yeah, linebacker. I don't know. Positional value. I'm not big on linebacker.
Well, we just got a linebacker, Harrison Smith.
That's right.
Fuck, you're right, dude. God damn. Sorry.
Sorry, Joe.
I really am trying not to swear too much, and that was the first step up probably.
See, I just put you at ease. So
yeah, that's true. That's probably true if we're being honest.
I feel like I should take Trey Hendricks in here now and get my other edge, and that way I got him and Lawrence. And
now you're lying. So your lowest defensive lineman is Hendrickson at 85.
Yeah.
Campbell will go up to a 90. Donald's a 99. Lawrence is a 90. But you don't have linebackers, but you can trade for one.
You're not catching the drift here. I don't really care about linebacker.
That's
I
funny,
mean, I'll
dude.
see who's there, but
Is that legitimately? Oh wow, you could take just McCourty. Is that legitimately your like when you do your own here? You say
I just give
linebacker?
me athletic line. I mean, I like to get a good middle linebacker, but I just feel like linebacker positional value is just not very high for me. I feel like this is the Zach Ertz round. No, is this about where he needs to go?
Yeah, you see how I just went. Oh.
Yeah, it just drops right off. Yeah, I feel like you have to take Zach Ertz here. So
Yeah. So I think it's a good pick. I do think it's a reach, but I think it's a good pick. I think it's both.
well, that gives me my really that third target there because I've got Lockett, I've got AJ Brown, so that's kind of
Right.
way.
Just because, like, given everything, I just think it's both. Like, you know what I mean? As weird as that sounds. Oh, so you lost Hayward, but
Well,
there
can
is
McCourty play cornerback?
absolutely, and he's a superstar as well.
Yeah, let's just do that. He's gonna play cornerback too.
We're just doing it out here. This is you've seen a pro draft right here. This is how a pro drafts. Hopefully, I mean it's a good draft so far. We'll see what happens.
See how this goes.
You are missing 2 offensive linemen.
I'm missing 2 offensive linemen, so we'll probably have to check out what we're sitting here with offensive linemen. I see some decent middle linebackers still left. Zeitler, okay.
He's
We
your
got
highest.
Zeitler.
He's your highest overall. He's the highest. Saffold here and left tackle will be Leno at 80. Right tackle will be Balaga at 82. I do this for not a living, but I could. But Zeitler is the pick.
Yeah, Zeitler's the pick
yeah.
here. That locks in. That's 4 out of the offensive line.
And honestly, I mean, it depends what you want to trade for. If you want to use the trade, right tackle's coming up. You might as well. Humbly tell you, like Balaga 82, you might as well just solidify. But if you want to wait a round or two, I think that's okay.
Well, I still want to see what there's at linebacker because we did not get a linebacker yet. We're around 17. So.
But don't forget, like Harrison Smith will play linebacker for you.
Well, no, not if I move Poyer to corner because I think the corner drop off pretty hard. Because I feel like I should probably take Perryman here.
I don't know, man. There's some 81s. You could trade for a linebacker. Like Ward is not bad. Akilla Witherspoon, not bad.
Because they have for a good linebacker, like Fred Warner, like linebacker.
Like I said, I traded for Kyle Pitts for Akash. So maybe at least Bobby Wagner just because he's older, you know.
Yeah, I feel like if I can get an elite middle linebacker, that makes me feel a little bit better.
But now you have a 90 and like an 87 overall corner with Poyer and McCourty, so you don't need to go corner here. You could take one just to get it, you know what I mean?
My other linebackers.
So you're missing mostly rushers fall down, but you could move TJ Edwards, Jermaine Pratt to right outside linebacker or wherever Milano would play.
Okay. What's my remaining offensive lineman? And then probably is there
any Kaiser White? He's a pass coverage guy.
He's like the only puzzle piece left.
I think that would be a good pick, and you could wrap it up with Balaga.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
We can't. Oh, that's a good thing. We could change his and just see.
Change him during the draft.
Last Madden you could. This Madden you can't.
Okay.
Which is really annoying because why? Why did that change?
Yeah, probably because they saw your show and they saw people doing it.
Yeah.
The Madden developers are watching us right now.
Shout out to Craig. Craig, you should do next Tuesday. Anyways, what did we just do?
Options?
Oh, I think right tackle Balaga 82. You might as well solidify it.
Yeah, because I need that.
Yes, I think this is a good pick as well. I will check that. I wish I could change it now.
That's a pretty offensive.
So,
line.
Matt, Jeff. So in this Madden, so let's say you change your depth chart, right? And let's say you go and then trade a player. When you make a roster transaction, it resets the depth chart.
That's fun.
No, that's annoying.
That's really annoying.
Yeah, because you know how it is with the little intricacies you can do. Wow. Okay. Wide receiver, you could use 3. This is where we're at. I mean, we got Pickens, Burks. We got stuff here. A third wide receiver isn't necessarily needed, but sometimes it helps. You got that down. You got your entire offensive line. Defensive line, you're good.
Is George Pickens pretty productive right away in this game?
I mean, if you would have picked DJ Chark, they're like the same overall, right?
Okay.
So you know how it works. It's a simulation. It's based off of the statistics that the Madden gives them. So being a 76, whatever it was, it's not bad.
What are my corners?
Just so you know, last Kevin took Curtis Samuel, and Curtis Samuel got 1,000 yards. So
yeah, I feel like there's some depth still at.
So you got it. Cornerback, remember, you do have McCourty and Poyer there. But like if you just want to get a third, there's 3-4 receiver sets in real life. Obviously, you're going to run into that. So Akella Witherspoon, he's great because as much as we like DJ Reed in real life, in Madden, he has the 4-inch height.
Yeah, let's do
and
him.
The speed. It's good. Like for some reason, Madden loves speed and height. Like Tyrann Matthews, a great pick, but if you could get like Budda Baker, it's better because of the height. But you're saying Akella Witherspoon.
Yes, let's go with Witherspoon here. Let's make sure my nickel corner.
So pair height and speed in Madden. Christian Watson. Andy Isabella's great. He's 5'9", but he's so short because he can't win the jump balls.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess he could, but he's not doing that. Okay, what are you missing? Running back.
I do need a running back. Is
middle
this
linebacker? You could take a middle linebacker. Yeah, you're definitely trading for one.
Yep. Yeah, there was one guy left, but that was a couple of rounds ago.
So Tyreek Williams, shout out to Tyreek Williams. He might be. Yeah, he is. So Tyson Campbell's a 77, and Tyreek Williams is also a 77. One of the better quarterbacks. Rookie class.
I feel like I need to go Cordero Patterson here. Is he, you say, round 20 or round 22?
I would probably just get your guy. He's a superstar. Yeah. He's a receiving back. He'll fit your third down role, but you will need to get a third down back because his trucking 64, stiff arm 59, strength 65. He's not the short yardage goal line guy.
Okay.
But he's a superstar to have in.
Sure.
You could put him in the slot even.
Yeah, we'll go with him.
That's a good pick. And I think Damian Pierce will be here. Maybe James Conner. Maybe Damian Harris as well.
I like this team, Corey. This is a fun team.
And honestly, I agree, but I also agree with everybody's team, but not everybody's team wins. Yeah, so James Conner, Madison, Damian Pierce, Rashad Penny are here.
Why don't I just go
back roll?
Yeah, I feel like just take James Conner right here and just lock it down and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good pick, man.
I got
so
two good backs here, so
quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers. You're missing 1, but Harrison Smith will fill a void, and I think you're looking to do a trade. Which, if Harrison Smith
injuries off, correct?
Yes. If Harrison Smith fills a void, you will need a strong safety because Poyer is playing corner.
Yeah, so I need to go with a secondary here.
But
also linebacker
in the
here.
depth chart, we could put Poyer at second.
Somebody just take Josh
safety.
Rosen. Is that real life?
Yeah, well, because he's 24,
But he's Josh
Kareem
Rosen.
Jackson will be here. He's 84.
Yeah.
But he's
That's
Josh
nice.
Rosen, but he's in Madden, stats matter. As long as they could throw the ball.
I feel like, can I make like Kareem Jackson be my backup everything and be like my...
He could be a backup free safety, strong safety. He could also go to sub linebacker because he's a run support. He's 84 overall. You cannot teach that.
Yeah, I agree. Let's take him.
It's a smart play because he could fill multiple roles on a defense. He could probably play corner just because statistics,
Yeah.
People thought a lot of people like to come on, have a good time. That's cool. If you're trying to win, you got to draft just high overall players.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm thinking.
And also apparently kicker does matter just because you don't want your kicker missing kicks. But
when
here's
do I
receivers.
have to take kicker?
Dude, your last pick.
Like Justin Tucker will be there at my last pick?
He will be.
Okay.
Not off the drafts, but
okay. Let's go with Curtis Samuel here. That feels like that's about the pick.
That's speed, and he's 76 overall. So you pretty much have your entire team drafted besides that third elusive linebacker. But with Kareem Jackson, with Harrison Smith, it's figured out. And you have a trade if you want it. You have about 2 picks left here. What are we thinking?
Let's just bang out. Well, can we just do some overall guys here and maybe just run for a couple rounds and just taking some overall guys that we
Absolutely.
got that that depth. Like,
So you see how 78 is? We're at all positions. This is the
yeah.
highest player.
Well, I feel like I need to take another edge.
It's not
So-
true. You know, Kyle Juszczyk is here at 87, and then of course kickers like Justin
let's
Tucker
just
is
take
here.
Juszczyk because
Hunter is here. You could take other guys first. Yeah, I heard edge
Okay.
rusher. Just
yeah,
because they're there. Like Juszczyk is like my 40th round pick. I
He's a
picked
79
McPherson in like 33 or something. Edge rushers, Jerry Hughes, bring him back. Samson Abukum, he's got the edge, but if you want to get Sue for the interior,
yeah. Let's move. Can we get Sue and move him to defensive tackle? He'll move up if you move him defensive.
but you
tackle.
have DeMarcus Lawrence, Donald, Campbell,
but like we rotate through the game. Like
probably. So he will be your 5th defensive lineman. Is that okay?
yes,
Okay. That's I just want to let
he's
you
going
know.
to be my backup defensive tackle. So
Yes, because there's 2 that he'll need to fill in.
yes, he'll
Maybe
be my
depending on stamina.
DT3.
DT3 sounds like a professional wrestling move.
Yeah,
The
I just want to see
DT3.
like. So McCain's the best overall.
Not necessarily, but kind of.
What do we have at linebacker? I guess.
Middle linebacker would be your best because you could move him over. Jamie Collins. I mean, unless you want to go a little young guy, you know, shout out one of my favorite picks right here, Malcolm Rodriguez. Shout out to the Lions. I got to
Yeah.
upgrade him and Derek Barnes. You know, Landon Collins is another guy that could play safety or that linebacker position, but I think you're definitely galaxy braining it right now for sure.
Okay, I'm galaxy braining it right now, or you're saying that to do that is galaxy braining it?
No, I think you are, but it's both.
Okay.
As
Well, let's just take Justin Tucker to lock down a kicker, and
I like
you know
that.
if
There
I'm
we
going to
go.
run out of picks here, so let's just
Kyle
make sure we
Juszczyk.
get Justin Tucker, and then
And if
Kyle
you want
Juszczyk
Kyle.
just to make sure that we've got an elite fullback. And if I'm galaxy braining my depth here, then I do need linebackers because I did not take linebackers, so we do.
But
have to
remember,
take
don't forget again your galaxy because Harrison Smith and Kareem Jackson
I know.
are a linebacker.
But I feel like I need like 2 more linebackers and a cornerback, to be honest with you here. To
Yeah, we
sleep
could definitely
easy at
pick
night,
those.
so.
2 more let's go linebackers first. I mean,
Well, I
JD
want to get
Collins,
Juszczyk too. So just take
He'll be
Collins.
there.
Yeah, that's fine. Just take him.
because he's your like linebacker 2, linebacker 3.
Yeah. I'm just going to galaxy brain it. It's fine.
But you also have a trade, but like you have a dope team right now.
Well, I'm going to trade for a stud middle linebacker, as best middle linebackers we can get.
Okay. Cornerback
Let's
76. You have 3 right now, so getting a 76.
Is Patrick Peterson good in this game?
He's got
Jimmy-
90 speed.
Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy
is he-
Smith has 86 speed. Peterson 90 speed.
Let's
Go
do
with
Peterson.
Peterson. Data. Then what? That's your 3rd, 4th.
I need
corner?
like one more linebacker, and I need to take Juszczyk.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Maybe
Like
I don't need to.
like,
Do I run 4 wide receiver sets? Do I need another wide receiver?
like you might like. There's probably a play for it, but like
or like 12 personnel? Should I take another tight end?
if you want, but here's your options.
Okay, so they're just kind of guys now.
Right.
Let's just make sure we get Juszczyk. So
What did
we
you
got-
say? You're good on him. He'll be there.
Give me a
Trust me. Another
just give me Malcolm
linebacker.
Rodriguez, since that's your dude.
Yes. He's 69 overall. Is that okay?
Just give me some of your dudes, Corey.
I mean, dude, you want to? How long do you got? Like, how long does the world go?
Well, I'm here. I mean, we're already.
All right. Well,
gonna-
then, what round are we though? 25. I think Josh Pascal might be gone. Oh my god, dude. So when I do these by myself, it takes an hour. Just myself
we're here.
drafting.
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble with your bosses here, but we're here.
My boss is here.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we're in
Isn't
round
this on,
29.
isn't this on Shoutout DLF?
Oh no, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
I would hope not.
It's just Corey's.
It's just me. Did I? No, I don't have it connected to my StreamYard. Why are you giving me a heart attack like that?
Well, I
Round
don't know.
29. Oh man, who are some of my guys here?
DLF should pick up your show. I'm surprised they haven't.
It's a great show. Thank you. Nick Cross is a good pick here. He's a 69 safety because he's also 20 years old. He has 92 speed, 96 acceleration, and he has some good hit power.
Hey, man, if he's your dude, let's go.
No, I'm just saying it's a good pick here. So receivers, yeah, you're
Wide
probably getting young
What
here.
are my top end wide receivers that I've got?
Top is different. Tight ends, yeah, we missed out on Isaiah Likely, but Jeremy Ruckert's there at 66. No, yeah, you're done here. Top receivers here, age wise, the youngest Eric Azuku Nam.
Like my best receivers, Because is there a good like receiver that's also a kick returner? Maybe
Marquise Goodwin, 96 speed. If you want that, Marcus Jones is probably here at cornerback.
Ooh, I do like Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones is here.
Yeah, let's go him.
And he could be your kick returner.
Yeah.
You got your 2 running backs, maybe getting a 3rd running back. If like Patterson, is ever playing in the slot. That might be
let's
cool.
see what we got at running back.
I mean, Jamal Williams, he could be another power back for you, but you already have a power back. You could go for an all-around one like Melvin Gordon. Excuse me. Deontay Foreman.
I think I want Jamal Williams. I think I need the personality on my team.
Yeah. You know, the locker room's bumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vibes out there. Okay. All right.
I think we can probably just sim the rest.
Yeah. We're 6 rounds deep. No, it's all good. But that's a veteran drafter there.
Yeah, we got to move some guys around. We're kind of committed here, so we have to move some guys around.
Uh-oh. All right, Jeff. But with that, normally right here is where I would, ask questions. But
you can still ask questions. We can. I mean, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
No, right now we're doing a little something different. So I'm getting it set up here.
Because we got to make a trade. We got to get a middle linebacker, and then we got to move all our guys around. I think we got to move our guards around because I think we have 2 right guards, so we're gonna have to.
I got you.
Those guys.
I know how to do it, man. I'm a veteran just like you. But for now, Jeff, we are gonna fill this time. Did it pop up?
Oh yes, GeoGuessr.
We are filling this time with some GeoGuessr. I hope this doesn't mess up anything. I will make these changes, so I might be a little slow with this reaction time because I have to make these changes. But this is GeoGuessr.
I need to draft a punter. Am I okay that I don't have a punter?
I don't know. If you want a punter, I could get you a punter. Is this?
You can trade a 7th round pick for like a kicker. I know that.
Yeah. All right. Nothing's loaded here. Nothing's on here, but I don't see my cursor moving, which is not good.
Uh-oh. You didn't lose the.
I don't. I hope I didn't do
Madden.
that. But
did you lose Madden?
Oh no, I'm editing the team. We don't need to like bore people with that. I thought I could.
Well, I like watching it, to be honest with you.
All right, I can pull it back up. That makes it easy, and I can ask more questions then. All right, hold on. Let me represent it.
Well, I'm a big, especially in Madden. I'm a big nerd. I like to. I don't know. I feel like I don't get to play it enough. Like that's.
Oh, I hope I just didn't mess up everything with what I just did.
Oh, I sure hope so too, Corey.
Okay. All right, hold on. Back to being. Is it popped up? We're here. Okay, cool.
Cool.
But I could still ask some new questions. Oh, and some old questions because I don't remember your answers anyways. You got Josh Johnson and Blake Bortles. Awesome. Okay. Jeff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Devy Royale. Shout out to football guys. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? That's cool. My initial thought is ice hockey but at the same time, I feel like the people that are playing ice hockey probably can skate drunk, I assume.
Yeah, but people do golf like drunk, so they could swing, they could drive, so maybe they could skate. But how well could they skate? Because it's a different type of motor function.
Yeah, that's kind of where my thought is. Because
you think you could drive a car, but you can't. So
well, no, it certainly wouldn't be auto race. Like that would be kind of a miserable experience. I feel like
right. But so you think on like 2 skates, it's 2 feet that you have to coordinate,
pad it up, and yeah, I feel like that's probably. Well, because what else? I mean, what's a good answer to that question? What would be your answer to that question, Corey?
I like gaming, so like professional esports, because they're already hype enough. They might start throwing fists right there. Bowling.
But I feel like we already know there's results of that. I mean, certainly people bowl.
But again, it's mandatory amount of alcohol.
Yeah.
So like I could be like, you're just pissed drunk, like you can barely see, and you're trying to throw a ball down, like, maybe they go different ways.
Like, because some sports get dangerous quick. I mean, like, obviously auto racing would be dangerous, and like
but I'm not gonna pick
track
that.
And field would be dangerous. Like throwing a javelin hammered drunk would probably be
watch out in the stands.
Yeah.
Gotta have helmets. wearing the gladiator cage thing.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense with ice hockey to add it because people could be stumbling, but it's family safe. You know, nobody's losing too much heads. Volleyball, like that might be fun because they have to jump.
I can see that.
All right, yeah, that's a good one. Let me ask another question. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, this is a good one, Jeff. Would you rather go to jail for a year or go to jail for a year? Time out. Would you rather go to jail for a year or go to jail with a Rubik's Cube? And when you solve it, you can go out.
I would like to think I would solve a Rubik's Cube within a year.
Right. But in jail, you know, you don't always have it. You have a job, you know, you're doing stuff. You're not always around that Rubik's Cube.
I guess. Man.
In theory, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
So I'm just getting rid of these.
I would
these
say
guys,
give me the Rubik's Cube because, like, do I have resources to figure out like tricks for the Rubik's Cube? Like, do I have access to a library or anything like that? Access to the internet?
I don't know how.
Can people in jail get on the internet
Yeah, people make TikToks and rap songs all the time, for sure.
from jail?
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know anything about like one of my life goals is to never
Not
be
go
in
to jail.
jail.
Yeah, I would assume you could at least get a book or a magazine. I'm
Yeah,
sure you
well,
can get
certainly
online.
then I would take a Rubik's Cube because I would try to figure out, you know, if I'd either try to solve it or go, I don't know, I'd try to solve it. Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah, not a lot of people go too in depth with it, but I appreciate. I'm gonna keep Sam Beal on your team because he went to Western Michigan. I think we had a class together.
Oh, nice.
I know I had a class with Chig Oken. I don't know. He's a tackle. I don't know how to say his last name.
Chigo
Chigozia.
Conquo,
Yeah, him. We had like a math
the
class.
tight end.
No, the left tackle. No. That's I got it. We'll figure it out. But shout out to Sam Beal. He was in the supplemental draft.
You think his name is Zeke or Zach?
No.
It's got Zach.
Chick-
You think it's Zach McPherson? Zach
McPherson's the kicker.
Well, no, this dude that you're cutting right now.
I don't give a shit about him.
Zech. Like how do you think that's pronounced?
I don't give a fuck about him.
Let's
Zach.
see here.
So you want me
Who's
to
going
put
to move
these-
to corner? Yeah, because we got to move some of these guys to corner. So like McCourty, I think is got to move to corner.
He does. Jeff,
Yeah.
if you could be the fly.
You just released Devin McCourty.
My bad.
Well,
I could sign him.
Sign him back.
I could sign him. That's hilarious, dude. I'm trying to read a question and edit rosters, but now I'm rigging the system.
Cut my dude.
Timeout. Okay. If you could be the fly on a wall,
Yeah.
who would you want to listen in on?
Who would I want to listen in on?
If you could be a fly on the wall in any one room, who would you like to listen to? Oh, wait. Juszczyk is a free agent too? Did I not sign him for you? Did we not draft Juszczyk?
I don't know what we did.
I don't
I think
we
you
did.
might have cut him. I don't know.
I ain't cut him, bro. I'll sign him though.
How's
for
he
you.
a free agent?
Didn't we draft him? This is such a
I thought we
bad show.
drafted him.
All right, Jeff, fly on the wall, one room.
my
Who would it
dudes.
be?
Probably maybe the Bills like draft room would be fun.
You could just listen on it, but you
Yeah,
can't do anything about it. Then you just know that they're making
Making
Whatever
me
decision.
mad, making
Right.
me angry
Yeah.
by not taking George Pickens and taking a
Curtis
James
Samuel.
instead. I'm just like,
Oh,
not gonna take Brees Hall and taking some cornerback that's not even gonna play.
Are you just getting your emotions out at this point?
Well, I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest with you. I'm kind of frustrated at how this season went, but it is what that is. I just want to make sure we're getting all our dudes here. I'm a little bit nervous now. that
Okay,
you
I think
cut
we're
my
good.
guys. Did you
I-
cut? Did you get McCourty back on the team?
Yeah, don't worry, man. I got this.
Just my guys, Corey.
I'm gonna sound here.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Sue's got to
cutting
go to
everyone.
defensive tackle, and we got to figure out the other edge because probably.
We got this. See, McCourty, I meant to do edit. I didn't meant to release. I was just releasing
you did.
people. It was in my head. I was like, okay, I got to release. But this guy, we got him back. It's okay. Nothing happened.
Because I'm excited to see how good these dudes are actually at cornerback. Once we move them there.
And then Poyer there.
I think Poyer we are going to move to corner as well.
So Poyer and McCourty here are your two
And then
starting
it's-
corners.
This is going to be a big. I'm nervous that these guys are not going to be actually good corners, but
Well, I mean, you saw the difference. Like there were a couple like 5-man off and 1 zone, and press is questionable, which we could find out now. I believe. Who was it? Hayward's press was like 80.
That's okay.
His press is 80. This is a similar level. Okay, so he did drop 3 overall though. That's something interesting. But he's still an 86 overall.
What happens if we move Harrison Smith to linebacker? That's my other question. I feel like Jamie Collins should be an edge, but that's just me. But
you could put him at left outside linebacker. That could be like your run stopper type guy.
Well, I want like Harrison Smith to be in like the Matt Milano role is kind of what I'm thinking. And like right outside.
So he was 90 overall. He goes to 90 overall.
Okay.
And move Jamie to left outside linebacker. Now you don't even have to trade for a middle linebacker.
Well, now we got to move
a safety.
We got to move Poyer back to strong safety, and then I can trade for a corner.
Ooh, but you have Kareem Jackson.
Well, I still need more safety. Poyer's got to go back to safety, and I can trade for a corner now that I've got Harrison Smith.
Oh, did he just not? CJL, did you just miss this? He is at 90 overall, so he stays the same.
Core.
Stays the same. Harrison Smith, 90 safety, strong safety. He goes to a 90 middle linebacker because that's like essentially somewhat of the position he kind of plays. Obviously, it's a little bit different, but he's all over the field.
Strong safety. So then we can trade for a corner now.
Okay, so we have Simmons, have Poyer, have Jackson. Your linebackers, 77 over here at left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Harrison Smith, 90, and then Will Compton, Malcolm Rodriguez, and Mike Rose. Actually, fuck it. Sorry. Compton, get out of here.
Is that the dude that's on Twitter all the time, or is that else?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad now that we cut it. He's probably watching.
He's probably watching. I just wanted Malcolm Rodriguez to be up there. So we trade for a stud corner. All right, let's go to the NFL. What stud corner would you like to trade for?
Who can we trade for?
Darius Slay. He's 31. Stephon Gilmore. He
like
is
Denzel
31.
Ward. Can we trade for Denzel Ward?
Maybe. No. He's younger, but we could try. He's 25. He's a star, which obviously it might be a little bit different, but Gilmore and what's his name?
Just throw our first
Slay are superstars. So like they're
okay. So if they're a superstar, then I probably need him. So if that's easier to trade for Darius Slay in the interest of your time, like we can just do that.
But if you want Ward, yes, but like
if it's more complicated, then you know.
I don't know. Let's try it. But I'm just saying, if you want the superstar who gets,
I want the highest, the superstar. So
Jalen Ramsey, 27 years old.
I imagine Jalen Ramsey's probably hard to trade for.
Let's try it. You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
We got time. If you're okay with giving up the first.
Yeah, I'm certainly okay with giving up my first. I feel like I always trade my first, and I always do a terrible job of drafting in Madden. I don't know. It's just not easy to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not even close with
even
a first, so that's not going to happen.
But for maybe Slay, or we could try for Ward, with his just being a star, it increases the opportunity to do that.
Well, but it seems like I should have superstars instead of just stars, to be honest.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And
Tre'Davious White, is Tre'Davious White a superstar, or is he just a star?
He is, but he's also 27. So like with Slay and Gilmore being 31, it makes it a little bit easier.
I don't want Gilmore. Gilmore is we don't like him in Buffalo.
So I'm going to trade for him. So Slay, are you okay with throwing a first out for him?
Well, can we start with the second and see what happens and see if we have to go to a first?
Sure. Oh,
I mean, that's how I operate.
Should I just change them to your team?
Yeah, just edit. Just
so you reloading the wagon's cool, but you got to have a good enough team to reload the wagon. So far, Toronto Dave just absolutely has demolished the competition. He might need to reload the wagon, and of course, when you reload the wagon, we import that 2023 draft class. So you said a second. So what sucks is how just late your picks are.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, so we have to throw first then at him. So yeah, that is one thing about Madden, that it's fun to take over a bad team because sometimes I don't think we're gonna be able to get him, Corey.
Oh yeah, no.
We're gonna have to go down a little bit.
Let me find the right thing. What sucks about Madden?
Just like when you take over a team like Buffalo and your picks are devalued versus if you were to take over, God forbid, the Bears, then your picks are,
Casey
higher.
Hayward. is going to be the best at 8. He's still 87.
Yeah, I mean, if
dude.
I can get Casey Hayward, I guess that feels like a that feels
That's
disappointing.
That's the best. Or we could
We
go
try
with
to trade for a
safety.
middle linebacker.
We could, yeah. Or we could try to trade for a safety and put him the corner.
I want to see a middle linebacker though.
Okay.
I want to see what they value
Or
middle linebacker.
put a safety. To
Sometimes,
put him at linebacker.
well, corner's a premium position though. That's the other thing. You're trying to
But
trade
not
for a
safety.
premium position.
So maybe it's Mario Davis, a Levante David,
Well, what?
Bobby
how-
Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner. Let's try him.
Ooh. Put him at safety.
Let's see what that he's valued at.
Let's just we'll do a second, right? Is that cool?
Yeah, I'd like to start at a second because they don't get offended. Like if you're making,
Yeah,
a
it's
dynasty
the
trade,
same, man.
Okay.
It's the same. Casey Hayward is your
You know,
best. I think
yeah.
safety you could probably do,
maybe if I can get a safety, I guess.
and then you can move the safety to corner because they stay roughly the similar. But that's tough, man. You have a good team because you have everything pretty much down. You could go for a better receiver. You could go for a better tight end.
Let's go for another receiver.
You know what I mean? Like
And
you
move
got-
Lockett
you
to
kinda-
my wide receiver 3 because then
Yeah, dude. Like I got Kyle Pitts for Akash, but it was like 2 seconds and 2 firsts and something else.
well, I'm okay with giving up multiple firsts, but he probably, if he was Atlanta, he had higher first than what I have.
Right. And that's a strategy in itself because someone could come on and pick a bad team.
Going to
and
reload the Bears.
Maybe Dave will come on. He could reload the Bears. We'll upload the draft
Myles
class.
Garrett.
Cooper Kupp. So you probably want to go for an older guy, maybe a
Diggs.
Mike Evans.
Could I get Diggs? Is that okay?
I don't care. Let's try.
Reunite Diggs with Kirk Cousins.
Aw, that's a
Superstar
storyline.
X Factor. It's probably not going to happen.
I mean, I got Kyle Pitts, who is a superstar X Factor as well. So obviously a first and a second next year,
Let's try that.
or I'll do a third just because Yeah,
Yeah,
two
they're not
firsts
close. Yeah, let's try 2 firsts, but I don't think we're close.
and a third.
Played
and a
enough
third.
Madden to know where we're at.
Yeah,
Yes, we're gonna have to knock it down a little bit from Diggs.
but he's a superstar X Factor. He's 27. Like Mike Evans, who's a little bit older. He might be a superstar. He's not an X Factor. He might be an X
Evans would
Factor.
Be fun to have on my team.
He might be an X Factor. Like Michael Thomas, he's a superstar. DeAndre Hopkins, he's not. He's a star.
Let's try DeAndre Hopkins.
He is potential for like second round.
Let's try shooting for a second rounder.
A second round this and like a fifth next. Or we could just do a second, but let's do a seventh.
Let's try with a second. Well, 7's not gonna move the needle.
Ooh.
That's not even close.
Nope. What about a 3? I mean, you want a guy. Nope. Wow.
These picks are just massively devalued.
Yeah, they are. Like, I'm not even kidding. They are. I've seen trades go down. Obviously, a second and a third for Hopkins. That's a good thing.
Well, I think my first is worth a second. So
yeah, and your second's worth a third.
yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
We gotta get a dude.
You do. Thielen? He's a superstar?
Sure. I don't-
Keenan?
Yeah, if we can
Robert
get
Woods?
Thielen.
Robert Woods probably seems right up your alley. Allen Robinson? OBJ?
Let's try Thielen. Let's see here.
OBJ?
Man, I hate giving up these assets for these older guys, but we're kind of late in the season to reload the wagon, though, realistically too. But
It's all good. It was a good concept, I just like hanging out with my friends,
I agree.
Yeah, so it's if you and Dave, come on and reload it, it's so much, it's just cool because I just hang out with you guys a little more. All right, so a second you're probably okay with.
Yeah, let's just get it done.
Okay, we're about halfway there.
All right. Well,
Shout out to Sam. Yeah, before the playoffs, we've
sign Odell Beckham.
we're an hour and 10 minutes into this, and we haven't even started it yet. What about a second and a third?
Hopkins-
Wait, what?
Well, now we have to go to Twitter. I feel like.
Are you serious?
I don't
The
know.
Falcons? So does that?
Sam, are you just putting stuff in there?
Is he? Okay. God damn it.
I do not believe that the Falcons have signed. Contrary to what Sam is saying, I don't think the Falcons have signed Odell Beckham Jr. So,
But for Thielen, 2
yeah,
seconds.
I guess
I mean, we're just at the point where it's like,
I don't even care anymore.
oh, so you could get him with a first, a third this year, a first,
2
next year.
seconds and a third. I don't know. That's a lot. Whoa.
We just tried 2 seconds and they said no.
I know.
Oh, so we could try it.
Not anymore, Sam. Not after you told us that Odell Beckham plays for the Falcons. You're not a source anymore.
Oh, true. Sorry, I thought we both were in the mood. Oh my God,
That is
2 seconds and a third this year.
Yeah.
A fourth.
Ask for a 7th back.
Dude, yeah, that's what I do too. Just to make it feel better.
Oh, dude, I play with that bar like I spend like 15 minutes play with that thing.
You can't.
Man, it was a lot easier to trade.
gotta
in
give up the
last year's
third.
game, I think.
It was absolutely. I said before.
Yeah, I like build franchises with Fields, and I have like CD Lamb and T Higgins, and yeah, it's a lot easier to do that.
Okay, we
God,
got
that
a
makes me
guy.
so sick. That's so much to give up,
Oh my God, you should tweet out like a source. That'd be funny.
man. That's brutal.
Oh my God.
I feel
Okay.
like we should have thrown multiple firsts at Mike Evans instead of giving 2
Dude.
seconds and a third for Adam Thielen.
Yeah, but you might not even reload the wagon, dude. So you got to have a good team. Now we got to do the depth chart.
we should do is it automatic?
Dude, but because you want Connor probably as your RB1 technically, because they'll handle the short yardage things that way. Okay, so you probably want that. Perfect.
Man, Trey McKitty. I probably want Trey McKitty over Jeff.
Yeah, honestly, there's so many people I don't remember what's going on. All right, you see, you're good here. Left end, Lawrence. Right end, Sue. We didn't move him to defensive tackle, but I could move him to defensive
we
tackle.
can move him right here. Yeah,
That's why I didn't do that. Just for the record. Just for the
That's
record.
fine.
So everybody knows. Well, just so nobody gets mad. Sure. We'll just put some guy there. So left outside linebacker, Jamie Collins would be here. Looking good. Wow. I gotta start doing that for my seasons.
Harrison Smith, middle linebacker.
Yeah.
He's a little bit light for what you would want out of middle linebacker, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it's a man simulation, man. In real life, that matters. In this, it doesn't.
See, I have difficulty divorcing my brain on what actually matters. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. All right, so your depth chart's good. Third down kick returner, Marcus Jones.
It's kind of
Patrick Peterson is there. You want Marcus Jones.
Yeah.
And Richie James, probably.
Hey, Richie. Welcome to the
Richie.
team.
Punt
Nice to
returner. Who would you like? Cordarrelle Patterson?
Sure.
Third down running back, Cordarrelle Patterson.
Yeah.
Power running back, James Conner. Then Jamal. Slot receiver. Who do you want in your slot?
Well, AJ Brown, don't you?
I'm not
Or
sure.
do you want him outside?
Speed. Maybe Thielen because he has less speed, but like
Yeah. Let's do Thielen as my slot receiver.
and then AJ could be the second slot, like doing fine. Okay, so we're good there. And then we'll go ahead and simulate halfway through the season. We'll see what's going on with this team.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I like this team a lot. I feel like there's maybe some weak spots, but I feel like you're going to have any weak spots. That's just going to happen sometimes.
Yeah, every team has a weak spot.
Yeah.
That's okay. But you got Josh Johnson and Blake Bortles.
I'm
to back you
intrigued
up.
by this team. So
We'll go ahead. We'll kick it here, and then we could fill this couple minutes with a question. But it is coming back from the first season. I probably asked, but what food combination would you like to ban?
what food combination would I like to ban? Anything with white creamy sauces, to be honest with you. I don't really like
No,
those.
you don't like a Alfredo?
I can. It's
Hey,
okay.
in Canton this year, I'm gonna
Alfredo's
make an
okay.
Alfredo. I make a good Alfredo,
We gotta
but
get
like
that
an Americanized version with the heavy cream.
Yeah.
Because Alfredo technically is just butter and like freshly ground Parmesan Reggiano.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Literally
That's
just butter and Parmesan Reggiano. But like Americanized version, a
Tell by
heavy
my-
cream, seasonings, dude. Chicken grilled up with it. Are we getting that massive Airbnb?
Well, we don't want to talk about that in public, Corey.
No, but yes or no. Who's watching anyways besides a couple people?
Oh yeah,
I forgot. Well, I just forgot about that. All right. What was the question? Oh shit. Food combination. Oh, heavy cream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, as you can tell by
no.
my physique, I do like cheese and butter. So
But not bread because you can eat it, but we can't
Can't
get
eat bread.
gluten-free.
Food combination.
Yeah,
You know what
moving
really bothers me
What?
is when you order something from a restaurant, and so I don't like mayonnaise and I don't really like mustard, and so like when I order a burger, I will ask for it not on it, and sometimes it comes on it, and it bothers me that sauces like that should not
It's white.
automatically come on burgers, or like you should have to ask for a sauce to be on a sandwich.
Yes,
because
I agree.
you cannot remove a sauce from you can remove, if you don't like a certain pepper or something, you can remove that from a sandwich. You can't remove sauce from a sandwich. So can we as a society stop just putting sauce blindly on sandwiches and make it special order? You tell somebody that you want mayonnaise on it. Don't just automatically put mayonnaise on it. And that bothers me so much because they get it wrong. And start from the basics and work your way out. And if you're a restaurant, you're buying the condiments and whatever else, you would think that you would start from the bottom and work your way up as basis instead of giving your food items away for free. And so I think as a society, I think we can be better, and we can look at that and not just automatically put sauces on things.
Absolutely. When I go to McDonald's and I order a double cheeseburger, I don't want the stuff that comes on it. I want to add what I want.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, Jeff Bell. Thank you for that. I'm fired up, man. I'm ready to go order a hamburger and be like, yo.
I feel like I'm 30th in the legacy leader. What's my record right now?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot you went on that rant right there. That was a beautiful rant, man. You should make that into a comedy bit. With that being said, ask for your sauce on your burger. But Jeff, you are 4-2, leading the division, leading the AFC East. The Jets suck. Patriots suck. Dolphins are hanging around. Let's check in to see what's going on with your team. And Corey is right. Strong enough D-line having Smith at middle linebacker is nasty, of course. So offensively, Kirk Cousins doing average, but that's what you drafted. Oh wow, Patterson dominating as the third down running back. Something had to have changed. AJ Brown, Lockett, and Ertz above 400. Thielen is hanging around, but that's what you traded for him to be. Defense. Harrison Smith is dominating as well as this defensive line. Lawrence at 8 sacks. Hendricks at 7. Donald at 6. And Campbell at 5.5. That's a lot of sacks, but you are 4-2. Only 2 interceptions. Harrison Smith at middle linebacker. And you have 2, 3, 4, 5 fumble recoveries. Harrison Smith has 1. So that is 5-2. That is 7 turnovers. That is a little light. Okay. But you do.
Because there's no turnovers because I've got like 40 sacks.
That is a good point.
It's hard to have a turnover when you're sacked.
But you are 4-2, and you are 8-9.
Is it good that I'm 4-2, or should I be like 5-1 right now?
I don't know. It's not bad. You are first in the AFC East. This is disgusting stuff. Unless you are talking about Mayo. But this is disgusting stuff. We're talking about Jeff's team. I actually dated someone who dipped their French fries in mayo.
Well, people do that.
Disgusting.
I don't know.
I hated
it. Man, we're both from the Midwest, and so mayo is around. But
I don't like mayo. I don't like mayo.
Well, and like the Midwest, you have these salads that they bring to people bring to potlucks, and it's just like mayo and just shit.
Like a macaroni salad.
So gross.
Right.
Yes.
I don't mind mayo, but like if I'm gonna go for a fat, it's not mayo. If I'm gonna go for something in a sandwich, I want flavor. I want like a Chipotle
cream.
I will eat. Nice. Shout to salad cream. They do use mayo, I think, right? But like a Chipotle aioli, it's mayo, but it has like seasonings and flavor to it. Like if it's mayo disguised as mayo, I like it.
I don't.
Like if you say Chipotle aioli,
you like mustard?
Yes. I get it on a hot dog or hamburger.
I like ketchup. I'm like a child.
I
am like a child.
No, a child dips their chicken tenders in ketchup. You dip your chicken tenders in barbecue.
Well, honey. I like honey.
And
too.
honey. Barbecue sauce sometimes is ketchup, depending on the variation you get. It's ketchup with like the vinegar, blah, blah, blah. But it's just advanced. It's an advanced mayo. It's a garlic aioli. It's a barbecue aioli.
You know what's good on burgers? A1 is good on burgers.
What?
Yeah, you put A1 on a burger?
No.
Are you for real?
I like ketchup and
Dude.
mustard.
Corey. Next
And
time you're
onion.
at Five Guys.
No.
You go to Five Guys?
Oh my God.
What?
You're
My record.
15 and
15
2.
There we go.
Okay, but Five Guys, I don't go there because it's expensive. I have a local spot I go to.
I'm telling
instead.
you, A1 on a burger is phenomenal.
No, I mean it's a steak sauce. Yeah,
do it.
sure.
It's phenomenal.
good.
It's
No,
really
I'm
good.
good.
It's very, very good.
I do like.
It is excellent. A1 is excellent on a burger. 15 and 2. That's pretty good.
I do like the Western, the rodeo burger, the Western burger, where it has the bacon, barbecue sauce, and onion ring.
Onion rings are an elite burger topping. I think that would be that's kind of my ideal burger. I think would be would have onion rings, would have bacon, would have barbecue sauce. But I'm telling you, A1 is excellent on a burger.
Oh wow, Kirk Cousins first in passing yards, second
That's a record,
in
isn't it? 5,500. That's an NFL record. No,
I don't know. It took him 17 games, bro. Dude, James Conner, 365 yards, 19 touchdowns.
that was 19 touchdowns.
Yeah. Wow. Brown dominated. Lockett dominated. Yeah, Thielen came around with 11 tutties, dude.
Pretty good team. Yeah. So
Whoa. Wait. Hey, do you want to go on another? No, it's okay. Okay. Well, look at
22.
this. 22, 19, 17, and 8. I think he had 8 like at half. Wow. Harrison Smith had 7 picks. Holy crap. That's good.
This is a good team. No, the NFL record for passing yards is 5,477. So Cousins beat it by nearly 100 yards.
Wow. It took him an extra game, though, bro.
Well, yeah. I don't know. This is the lamest thing ever.
All right. So 15 and 2. You're obviously one of the juggernauts in this league. Let's go ahead and simulate it. Because you obviously got the first round bye. We'll simulate the wild card because you're not doing that. You're 15 and 2. You have like one of the best offenses and best defenses we've ever seen.
Kirk Cousins
And
set an
puts
NFL record for passing yards.
Steak sauce on a
Like
burger.
Houston. I'm telling you, it's phenomenal.
You're at Highmark Stadium, the 10-7 Houston Texans versus the 15 and 2 Buffalo Bills. It is game day. Are we ready to simulate to the conference championship?
Yeah.
You're feeling confident. That would suck if you lose.
It would suck if I lose. I'm sure I'm going to lose. The Bills. Of course I'm going to lose.
No, my God. You won, but
Well,
you
now
won,
I play the dang Chiefs, and I play Josh Allen on the Chiefs.
but
This
you
is
won
brutal.
31-28. You barely won.
Yeah. This is
And it's a
brutal here.
playoff blizzard.
What's a playoff blizzard mean?
Hold on. If internet would be a little bit quicker. I don't know. We got to fill this idle time, though. All right, fellas, as I'm sure you're aware, the forecast is calling for blizzard-like conditions out there. Expect less ideal conditions.
Uh-oh.
Snow like this is a great equalizer. The Chiefs are a dangerous team, even in regular circumstances, says
Well,
Devin
feels like
McCourty.
I'm set up to lose.
Surface going to be slow. Footing is rough. Got to play fundamentally sound football to win this game. Devin McCourty out here.
It's a lot.
Players for both teams have trouble accelerating, changing directions, and reaching to their normal top speed. But this is a business as usual game for the Buffalo Bills.
Man, this is a lot.
Yeah, it's a blizzard out there. 12-5. Kansas City Chiefs going up against the 15-2 Buffalo Bills. It's game day, 6:40 at Highmark Stadium. You are going up against the Kansas City Chief-led Josh Allen, but he had 28 touchdowns, 16 picks. Dude's a bitch. Are you ready to simulate to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we're playing in a blizzard. That's
Or
great.
to the next game?
Yep.
This is a tough
The
game.
next game would be the Super Bowl, right?
Pro Bowl, but not a Super Bowl. Flag football. Oh, wow.
Did I win?
No.
I lost?
You lost 26-7.
Wow. That's brutal.
That is brutal. That's rough. That is rough. That's a lot rough. Actually, do you still have time?
Yeah.
Might as well. Can we actually try out this GeoGuessr? But do you want to any final statements on what happens in this? You got upset in the divisional 26-7 loss versus the Chiefs.
It's incredibly rude that Josh Allen plays for the Chiefs, to be honest with you, in the simulation, and that bothers me a lot. So
it is kind of funny how Josh Allen, the current Buffalo Bill quarterback, was drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat you here again.
Yeah.
Words?
No, I'm just annoyed by that. I am impressed by my offense. I mean, my team is ridiculous. That I got 3 guys that combined for like 60 sacks.
Oh, yep. And Harrison Smith with 7 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, you went 15-2. That is a tough thing, but you literally just got upset.
That's frustrating that I did not win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, well, he is. He is the Super Bowl champion. Jeff is a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, that's about as good a team as you can put together. Now,
Jeff is the Super Bowl champion. You were the first.
I was the very first one to win the Super Bowl.
The very first one to win the Super Bowl. How can I
Yeah.
forget that? How do I work this? Is this working for you? Okay, dude. We'll end with this. We'll end on a high note. We will play here the tried and true GeoGuessr, which is funny because this will probably forever be a reoccurring bill for me. I feel like we're in Asia here.
Yeah, that's got to be like Tokyo or something. Like I don't. It seems like not busy enough for Tokyo, but definitely like South Korea, maybe.
Where's Tokyo? Japan? Where is Japan?
Yeah, it doesn't seem. That's not Tokyo. That's not busy enough for Tokyo, but that feels like South Korea, maybe.
What's a big city in South? Seoul.
Yeah, try that.
92 miles away. That's
good.
right. Nice. That is Dijon. Like the mustard.
Ew, this feels like Brazil or something.
Mexico?
Yeah, I can see Mexico.
Yellow taxi cab. They have I believe yellow taxi cabs in Mexico. But you said Brazil.
I mean, it definitely does not feel extremely developed.
I'm correct. Am I getting...
I'm not getting Asia. I don't think those cars would not be in Asia. That feels like Mexico or
like up here?
Colombia.
Okay, yeah. Meraki, it says photography. Like, okay. Colombia. Where's Colombia?
Right there.
Dude, I told you.
You're right. Other side
I
of the world.
told you, man. I can't believe I trusted you.
I know. Nobody should ever trust me.
Now, this, I think we could. This is Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what? Usadas?
That's got to be Mexico.
I'm just going to go Mexico City.
I didn't think those cars would be like in a country over there, but
I don't know. Okay. Look at that. I mean, you got to trust me, bro.
yeah, I do.
You know, I play this. Okay.
That feels like Eastern Europe.
Mm-hmm. But where? Where are we thinking?
Well, Poland? I don't know. That feels like Croatia or something.
Where's Croatia?
Down a little bit, I think.
In what country? Or,
In Europe.
Continent. Okay. That's all I need. Okay. All right. Let's just go in between Croatia and Slovenia.
Maybe like
we're close. It was
Russia?
Yeah. We should have went with your heart there, man. Oh, this is like Italy, dude. This is Italy.
Yeah.
Where's Italy?
In Europe.
But where?
Venice. In the northern part. Right there. There you go.
7.8 miles away. And with that, there's our summary. We did pretty well, besides the one that you didn't, that you thought.
That one I did not listen to you. That was incorrect.
This is a great game. This is a great game. GeoGuessr, I believe it's like $21 for the year or for the game in its entirety. Shout out to GeoGuessr. Maybe we could play again sometime Thursday. But Jeff Bell, the football guys, Shout out to the college football guy, college football show. Catch it on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Devy Royale Patreon, Devy Royale YouTube, the Devy Royale. What is it? $1 for the manifesto? And you're coming out with
Yeah, I
some
think you
updated
can get the
one?
manifesto for $1.
That's easy money out there.
You can subscribe for a year now on our Patreon, so that's kind of cool. $30 a year subscription and get all the content that we got coming out, hang out in our community, do all those types of things.
Yep.
So, and Christian and Kevin are constantly putting out videos, and some of those are straight to the Discord. So, straight to the Patreon. So, Patreon only videos going out. So, we got all kinds of stuff happening over there, and you'll get your Football Guys membership and get your Devy Royale Patreon and your fully sporting Jeff Bell, and I appreciate that greatly.
Yes. And so that's just on that. And on the YouTube, free to you, they have almost a daily video, a mock draft, a player highlight. So go check that out.
We have all kinds of stuff coming out constantly.
Thank you for tuning in the show. 15-2, you got upset. Any final words here? For the
it was the blizzard really got me, and then it was just a double whammy for me being a Bills fan to have Josh Allen on the Chiefs. I think that's just incredibly rude of Madden to do that to me. But I was impressed by the team that I put together. That we set a bunch of records, and 3 guys that have 60 sacks, and Kirk Cousins sets an NFL passing record, so that's cool. But sad to lose. But such is life as a Bills fan.
Such is life in general. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Jeff, for joining. Have a good night, good evening, whenever you watch it. As always, we ride.